I am talking about implantation today. So many women ask me, how do I make implantation successful? It's like the most searched for thing on my website. And implantation is obviously a really important step in getting pregnant, right? If not the most important step, right? Well, yes and no. Clearly, implantation has to happen, to get pregnant. If the little fertilized embryo inside you doesn't implant in your womb, then you're not going to be pregnant. But the thing is that so many women focus on the stage of implantation, which is, of course, the second half of the cycle. But so many things have to happen first to help make implantation successful. First of all, fertilization, right? If you don't have a fertilized embryo to implant, then implantation isn't even possible. And not only that, you have to have a healthy egg to fertilize so it can be a viable embryo. And then, of course, the little swimmers have to be able to swim up there. They have to be able to get to the finish line so that they can fertilize the embryo. And then besides that, your womb also needs to be ready for implantation. Your womb needs to be healthy enough and your body needs to be healthy enough for the embryo to implant. And that happens before implantation. That doesn't just happen the later part of your cycle after ovulation. That's kind of a little bit after the fact, right? Everything has to be ready by implantation for implantation to be successful. So basically, it happens all cycle long. Your entire cycle is in preparation for implantation and pregnancy. It doesn't just happen in that second half. In fact, your period is one of the most important parts of your cycle. Did you know that? Did you think about how healthy your period is, that has such an important role in your ability to conceive and get pregnant and implant? I mean, after all, it makes sense, right? Because that's when your uterus is cleaning house, and the house needs to be clean for a new guest to arrive and feel cozy and comfortable and really take root there, right? Your period is when your lining can shed old stuck tissue like polyps and scar tissue. And polyps and scar tissue can interfere with your ability to make implantation successful, because an embryo is not going to be able to take root in your womb if there's polyps and scar tissue in the way and it can't nestle in there. So that's why it's so important to have a healthy period and make sure that your uterus is cleaned up as best as it can be during your menses. So it's more inviting so your little baby can make a home there. So you can see, balancing every single step of your cycle, from your period to when your egg is growing to fertilization and ovulation to implantation, are all equally important to setting the stage for successful implantation and a growing healthy baby, which is the obvious end goal. But the good news is that you can balance each step of your cycle, and that's what I love showing women how to do. That's my passion. And I love taking women from feeling hopeless to having faith again, faith in their ability to conceive, and hopeful and positive about getting pregnant again, because I know it can be you could probably have gotten beat up a little bit down this road of trying to conceive. And nothing makes me happier than giving you faith that one day you will be looking into your baby's eyes when you're breastfeeding, and when you're pregnant, you'll be feeling the little baby growing in your belly, and you'll be able to shower your little baby with all of the love in the world that you have to give you and your partner. So, if you want to learn my number one secret for getting pregnant without IVF or drugs, so you can take back control of your fertility and renew your faith in your ability to get pregnant, then you can sign up for my masterclass. It's totally free. It's in the link in this, right above this video in the post. You just click on the link in the post above this video. And I would love to see you there. And even if you are doing IVF or any kind of fertility treatment, this masterclass also has really important information for you, because it can teach you how to make your fertility treatment cycle more successful. Or if you've had failed fertility treatments, it can teach you how to move on from the failed fertility treatments and explore other options for getting pregnant. So, great to see you here today, and I hope I'll see you in the masterclass. It's this week. It's on Thursday, so I'll see you there.